aliens with dark eyes, and crafts unlike any known technology have appeared. Across decades and continents, witnesses have reported more than just strange lights.
What is that? Hey, what is that?
So let's explore the most unbelievable extraterrestrial encounters ever caught on camera.
Whoa.
While exploring the woods in Colorado, a man spotted a disc-shaped saucer landed nearby. It was unlike anything he had seen before. Then, a group of aliens came out of the craft, each moving to different parts of the forest.
Look at this thing.
They were dark, and all looked the same. The man got scared and ran away, and now there is a real mystery in those woods that no one can explain. Mysterious UFO light. Watch this UFO clip, something you've probably never seen before. A strange light appeared in the clouds, but no one could guess its source. It seemed to come from a disc-shaped UFO, unlike any seen before. The technology looked advanced. Disc-shaped crafts were never like this in the past. It stayed in the clouds, and now it's impossible to predict which kind of UFO might appear next in the sky. Alien search. Trail cam footage from Colorado spread quickly and made locals avoid the woods. In the video, a gray alien with large dark eyes can be seen digging into the ground, as if looking for something. It seems focused, almost like it lost something important there. The sight confused many people. Authorities later investigated the location carefully, but they did not discover anything unusual at the site. Secret leaked. A strange video is being shared online that appears to show a UFO possibly abducting a scientist. Some claim the clip is from 1985, near Area 51, during a period when aliens and NASA experts were said to be in contact. According to the story, the event was kept secret at the time. Now, the footage has leaked, and people are once again wondering what really happened during those hidden experiments. Warehouse hoodie. Something wild went down in Allentown, Pennsylvania. People heard some weird noises coming from a warehouse, so they decided to check it out, and that's when things got chaotic. They stumbled upon an alien wearing a hoodie. It looked super strange with long fingers and bulging eyes. They tried to catch it, but the alien panicked and bolted out of there, never to be seen again. A lot of folks think the alien was just trying to blend in with us. And honestly, seeing it in that hoodie kind of makes it believable. Escorted giant.
That's not a suit. They're walking it right into the hangar. Look at the size of it, those eyes. I've never seen anything like this. Soldiers all around. I can't believe I'm seeing this.
A video that popped up online supposedly showed a huge alien-like figure, claiming to stand over 10 feet tall, walking next to some soldiers near Area 51. The person who shared it said they sneaked into the restricted zone to capture the footage.
Oh my God, they've got it.
In the clip, the soldiers seem to be calmly escorting this being. Many versions of the video apparently vanished soon after being uploaded, sparking theories about government cover-ups. While there's no proof that it's real, the video has definitely kicked up more talk about whether we've actually made contact with non-human beings. Valle Hermoso sighting. In Valle Hermoso, Tamaulipas, Mexico, a local guy named Juanito Juan filmed a black and white clip in his backyard.
Fue grabado con el monocular de visión nocturna.
The video showed this weird figure just hanging out among some parked cars. It had a big round head, a skinny chin, and those dark, hollow eyes that people often associate with aliens. The figure just stood there, staring right at the camera. Juanito said it was there for a little while before it just vanished. The video blew up online, with everyone arguing about whether it's something out of this world or just a trick of the light and distance. Mysterious UFO. A man in Peru saw a triangular-shaped UFO just above the road, emitting red lights. Strangely, it stayed in one place and was not really moving. The man was shocked, unsure what he was looking at. He quickly got into his car and drove away, thinking the moment was over. But the surprise wasn't finished. As he continued driving, he noticed the same UFO traveling at a distance alongside him. It was a disturbing sight, but eventually the UFO left. Lighting UFO. A video from an unknown source began circulating on social media. In the footage, a triangular UFO can be seen staying still in the sky. It doesn't move, but every few seconds, a flashing light comes from it. The repeated flashes confused viewers. People online started sharing their thoughts. Some said it looked like a malfunction, while others believed the craft was releasing some kind of different or unknown energy. Texas encounter.
Yeah, there it is. Whoa.
A man in Texas heard some weird sounds late at night and decided to check it out while filming on his phone. As he zoomed in on some plants outside, he noticed a figure lurking in the dark. It looked like it had bulging eyes and a really long head, just standing there as if it was staring at the house. As soon as he figured out what he was looking at, he totally freaked out and ran back inside. The video cuts off there. No other info came out after that, but people are still arguing over whether the footage caught something real or just a trick of the light. Late night encounter.
Look at this thing.
Imagine you're heading home late at night, waiting at a red signal, when a huge, strange flying object slowly appears above the road. Sounds terrifying, right? The same thing happened to a man one night. A massive craft with glowing red lights drifted silently through the sky. Moving so slowly, it felt like it was searching for something. It didn't make noise, didn't rush, just hovered and crawled forward. The man stayed in his car, watching it for a while, unsure what he was seeing, then quietly left the spot. School landing. A clip from 1994 has popped up again, sparking fresh debates about a supposed UFO landing at a school in Zimbabwe. In this footage, a saucer reportedly lands in the playground, and then two small beings come out. It's a short clip, but it's definitely stirred up a lot of talk. There isn't much verified info to go along with it, and some people say it's just a small part of a longer video that might have come from classified sources. Whether it's just a misunderstood video or something more mysterious, this short recording is still making waves and splitting opinions even decades later. Triangular UFO. A passenger on a flight saw a strange object between the clouds. At first, he couldn't tell what it was, but when he looked closer, he was shocked. It was a triangular-shaped UFO. Something completely unfamiliar to him. He kept watching it for a moment, unsure where it had come from or where it was heading, and the whole sight just didn't feel normal at all. Base figure. A recently leaked video supposedly showed something shocking at a restricted military base. The person who uploaded it claimed he had been keeping an eye on the place because of earlier reports of weird stuff going on. In the video, you can see military personnel and equipment, but what really caught people's attention was a smaller figure that looked a lot like the typical description of a little alien. The odd part was how casually everyone acted around it. So far, there's no confirmation on whether the video is legit or not. Advanced Tech UFO.
What is that? Do you see that, guys?
A local in Illinois once saw a UFO that didn't look like the usual sightings people talk about. It was disc-shaped, but bigger, and seemed more advanced, with blue lights glowing around it.
Is that an alien?
The craft was just above the woods, and passed over the area without making any noise at all. The man felt uneasy watching it, so he decided to leave right away. Honestly, walking away from something that strange was probably the smartest choice he could make.
What is going on?
Mexican UFO. In 2014, a strange UFO puzzled people in Mexico. Near the Rocky Mountains, it suddenly appeared over a statue, hovering silently. A bright blue light emerged from inside the craft, casting an eerie glow on the monument, as if examining it for some unknown purpose. Witnesses were baffled, unsure what they had seen. Later, the same mysterious light appeared again, near the mountains, performing another unexplained process. Such unexplained activity suggests there are forces in our skies far beyond human understanding. Malaysia mystery. In Malaysia's Kuala Krai district, villagers were stunned when a massive black object appeared in the sky. Grainy footage shows it gliding slowly over the rooftops, almost like a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. People shouted in amazement as it moved closer, casting a shadow across the village. The craft made no sound, no conventional aircraft markings, and seemed completely out of place. Local authorities later dismissed it. But events like this suggest that sometimes the skies hold mysteries that challenge everything we think we know. Mysterious orbs. A camper in Mexico saw something unusual above him one night. There were multiple glowing orbs in the sky, blinking steadily. It wasn't just one or two. There were several of them moving together. The scene looked like it came straight from a sci-fi film. No clear source could be identified, and the lights seemed to appear suddenly. The camper decided to leave, and the orbs never appeared there again. Varginha recording. Footage linked to the 1996 Varginha incident in Brazil has popped up online again, and it shows what a lot of people think could be the same creature reported back then. A former officer tried to record the being, but someone close by was trying to stop him. But luckily, he managed to get some quick clips of this strange figure with brown skin, a unique marking on its head, huge, shiny eyes, and a really thin, fragile-looking body. Supporters say the creature matches earlier descriptions, while skeptics are raising doubts about whether it's real. Even after all these years, the incident still gets people talking. Huge spaceship! In 2008, a man in the forests of Scotland noticed something unusual above the trees. A huge craft, bigger than an airplane, was hovering in one place. It wasn't clear enough to describe properly, almost like parts of it blended into the sky. It didn't move, didn't make noise, and gave no clue about why it was there. The man stayed far away, watched it for a while, then decided to leave. It was the first time anything like that had been seen there, and to this day, no one really knows what it was. UFO fleet.
What is going on? Do you see that?
Recently, people in a small town in Colorado saw something they couldn't explain. One evening, a strange aircraft crossed the sky, and it didn't look like anything from this world. Around it, several disc-shaped objects moved in formation, almost like they were guarding the main craft.
Do you see that?
The whole scene looked like it came from a sci-fi movie. Locals just stood there, shocked, watching it travel across the sky. No one could say what it was or where it came from, and the moment only made the mystery feel even bigger. Tourist encounter. Tourists at a hot spring hotel on Mount Kinzan in Japan noticed a giant UFO moving quietly among the clouds. Its advanced design and glowing lights made it unlike any aircraft they knew. People were surprised, but not afraid, almost as if unusual sights like this were possible there. The encounter was brief, but it left an undeniable impression. Some phenomena in the sky are beyond ordinary understanding. Woods abduction.
It's a UFO for real, y'all!
One night last year in Texas, locals spotted a strange light in the woods. Looking closer, they realized it came from a UFO. It was unclear what exactly was happening. Maybe an alien presence, maybe something else. But everyone was shocked and amazed. People speculated for a long time about what it meant. Such moments make it clear that some events in the sky can't be explained, and whether extraterrestrial visitors might come again remains an open question.
Y'all, that's crazy!
UFO crash. Let's head to India, where villagers were shocked by what they saw. A UFO had crashed nearby, and an alien body was there as well, not alive anymore.
हमारे गांव में आज लगभग 2 बजे ये यूफो गिरा है और ये एलियन तब का ही बेहोश है.
The UFO was disc-shaped, a classic saucer, and no one knows what happened. Later, authorities took the alien and the UFO, and the mystery continues. Nothing else was discovered that could explain the strange event. Otherworldly interruption.
Mira, de la forma que gira, no te das cuenta, mira los ruidos.
In Peru, boys were playing soccer when something completely otherworldly stopped their game. High above, among the clouds, a huge flying saucer appeared, massive yet strangely stationary, as if it was observing everything below. The boys were scared, unsure if it might attempt an abduction or some unknown act. They stayed in shock, staring at the silent craft for several moments, until eventually it vanished, leaving everyone shaken and puzzled. Secret watcher. Workers at a construction site saw something strange in the sky. At first, it seemed like a huge cloud, but on closer inspection, they realized it was a UFO hidden in the clouds. It appeared to be quietly observing everything below. The workers were surprised and stayed watching for a few moments. Eventually, the UFO moved away, as if it knew it was being seen, and now you never know when you're being watched. Lighting UFO. UFO sightings have begun in Colombia, and my 50 million family got to see one. A strange UFO was emitting a bright red light, unusual for typical sightings, and it traveled very fast. Once the lights turned off, the craft became visible, revealing a disc-shaped design. It was remarkable how these UFOs are now showing up casually in various parts of the world, as if their presence is becoming more common. Unidentified flying object. For the next entry, we head to Medellin, where a strange flying object caused panic among locals. It was seen hovering just above the ground, close enough for people to notice its unusual form. The shape wasn't like a typical UFO, but it was still round and clearly looked otherworldly. Many believed something unusual might appear next. Then it suddenly vanished, and the fear stayed among the people for quite some time. What do you think this was? Cops encounter.
Get this on your phone?
Yeah.
They were lower a minute ago.
Late one night in Oklahoma, police officers on patrol noticed lights moving across the sky. At first, they assumed they were drones flying far away, but soon it became clear these objects were something different. It looked more like a fleet of UFOs traveling together. The officers stopped their car and kept watching the formation in silence, because there really wasn't much else they could do at that moment.
Stay behind the truck, all right?
All right.
Mushroom-shaped cloud. Back in 2019, locals in Texas noticed a massive mushroom-shaped cloud in the sky. It was so large that many feared some kind of disaster was about to happen. But that wasn't all. After a short time, strange lights began blinking inside the cloud, as if mysterious forces were hidden within it. The sight felt disturbing and unreal. Some believed a UFO inside was malfunctioning, while others were convinced something otherworldly was about to occur. Plane disappearance. The alien abduction you're about to see is hard to believe. In Canada, a man noticed a passenger plane flying when 3 UFOs appeared around it, moving very fast. They kept circling the aircraft for a moment. Then suddenly, the plane and the UFOs all disappeared together. It looked exactly like an abduction. Now it makes people wonder if planes that vanish around the world could have disappeared in the same way. Lightning cloud. While camping in the woods, a man noticed a strange light in the sky. He walked out of the trees to look closer and saw different colored lights coming from a cloud. It didn't seem like normal light. It looked more like some unusual kind of energy. The scene felt strange, almost like something unexpected could happen. After a while, the lights stopped by themselves, and the man could only stay puzzled. Barn encounter. A farmer was checking out some strange noises near his horse stables and decided to use a flashlight and his phone to peek inside the barn. He swore he saw a small humanoid figure crouching next to a feed container. It looked thin and pale, with long limbs and shiny eyes, giving off a fragile vibe instead of being threatening. When he got closer, it backed away cautiously, but didn't seem aggressive. The next morning, after he called the authorities, some unmarked vehicles showed up and cordoned off part of his property. Since then, there hasn't been any more info, leaving everyone with a lot of questions about what really happened. Resurfaced clip. An old video popped up again recently of a guy filming his window after hearing some weird noises outside. While he was recording, a strange pale figure with a long head and big bulging eyes suddenly showed up in the frame, peeking in as if it was checking things out. It stayed there for a bit, totally still, before it seemed to notice the camera and backed away. There's been no follow-up information about the clip, and people are still arguing over what it actually was. The sight of it alone has left a lot of viewers feeling uneasy long after the video ended. Wall peeker. A guy in New Mexico posted a video where he claims something weird was happening outside his house. In the footage, you could see a figure sneaking a peek from behind a wall by his door. When he stepped outside to check it out, the figure quickly ducked out of sight. People online started questioning if it was all a prank, especially since there was a decorative ghost hanging on his door. Many thought it was just a Halloween thing, but the homeowner swore it wasn't Halloween and said no one came forward to say they set it up, so it's still a mystery. Midnight shapeshifter. There's a video going around that shows a tall, alien-looking figure wandering around alone at midnight. It seems to be moving normally at first, but then it just stops and, out of nowhere, disappears from the shot. Some people watching think they see the figure change shape a little before it vanishes, which has led to claims of shapeshifting. Fans of the clip say it looked a lot like the tall gray alien that people often talk about. On the flip side, some folks think it might just be a glitch in the camera or some editing trick. The whole thing about it disappearing so suddenly is really what everyone's debating, and there hasn't been a clear explanation for it yet. VHS tape. An old VHS tape from Mexico recently popped up online, catching a lot of people's attention. The video showed two kids playing, and in the background, there was this small, pale figure that moved slowly across the screen. It's pretty faint and almost blends in with the grainy footage, making it hard to see clearly. Some folks think it looked like a little alien just hanging out and watching, while others say it was just the usual glitches and tracking problems you get with old VHS tapes. Whether it's an optical illusion or something mysterious, the clip is definitely stirring up conversations on social media. Garage CCTV figure. A woman was checking her garage CCTV and noticed something weird moving on the screen. She mentioned that her other two cameras didn't catch it, but she had seen a shadow outside earlier before looking at the footage. The figure looked like it was walking similar to a human, but its posture and movement seemed kinda strange. People online thought it might be a kid, but her mom later said she'd never let her child out at that time.
Could it be your son Bobby just goofing around?
No, I wouldn't let him out at dark by himself.
All these different viewpoints just added to the mystery, making the clip really up for interpretation. Night fishing. Two friends were out fishing at night near Bishopville when they captured some wild footage of a tall figure standing among the trees. The guy who posted it said he's lived there his whole life and has never seen anything like it. The creature looked like it had spike-like bumps all over it and was moving slowly through the woods. Both guys were pretty freaked out by what they saw. When the video went viral online, some people said it looked like something from the Predator movie, while others weren't so sure about the video quality. The whole thing still doesn't make much sense. Wall visitor. A backyard security camera picked up something strange hanging out by the boundary wall. At first, everything looked normal, but then a figure slowly popped up, almost like it was peeking over. When zoomed in, it kinda looked like the classic ET vibe. Reactions online came in fast. Some people were convinced it was an alien, while others thought it might just be someone trying to climb the wall. The short video ends without any more action, leaving everyone guessing about what really went down that night. Window watcher. In 2023, a homeowner's Ring camera captured something deeply unsettling. On the left side window, in the far corner of the frame, a figure could be seen peeking inside. The homeowner sat calmly in his living room, unaware he was being watched. The being had the classic gray appearance, elongated head, and large, dark eyes. It didn't act aggressively. It was simply observing. When the footage surfaced online, reactions were divided. Some viewers believed it showed a genuine alien encounter. Others dismissed it as someone wearing a costume. The debate continues, with no clear conclusion either way. Bedroom encounter. A woman woke up suddenly in the middle of the night after hearing some weird noises in her house. Thinking it might be a burglar, she grabbed a flashlight and started looking around. What she saw blew her away. In the light stood a figure with huge, shiny eyes. It looked confused and tried to cover its face from the brightness, but couldn't quite manage it. The whole thing lasted only a few moments before the figure disappeared, and the clip eventually made its way online, sparking more chatter about strange nighttime encounters. Forest response. After word spread about a UFO sighting, a military unit went into a dark forest to check it out. They were shining flashlights all around as they searched the area. Suddenly, they spotted some movement. There was a figure partly hidden behind the trees, with big bulging eyes, and pale boldly. It never fully came out into the open, staying cautious as if it was watching the soldiers. It stood there for a while, then slowly backed off into the woods. What happened next is still a mystery. Some think it slipped further into the woods, while others wonder if there's more to the story that didn't get revealed. Backyard sighting. In 2003, a guy heard a loud crash outside his house, as if something heavy had just landed. Curious, he grabbed his camera and went out to check it out. Near a tree, he spotted some movement. As he got closer, he saw a creepy pale figure with a big head and bulging eyes peeking at him. It freaked him out, and he quickly ran back inside. The video he shot ended up spreading all over the internet. Some people thought the noise meant a craft had landed, while others believed it was staged. That clip is still a topic of debate today.
What you mean?
Winter County. There's been a ton of chatter online about some leaked body cam footage from the Uinta County Sheriff's Department, filmed near Skinwalker Ranch. Deputies were looking into reports of some movement near an old property when they spotted this weird, pale figure coming out of the dark. It had super long limb, white skin, and its feet looked sharp. Definitely not a dog, that's for sure. You could hear the officers sounding pretty shocked.
Sir, you okay? Stay with.
Before the creature took off super fast. Some people think this is proof of a rake-type creature, or even some sort of alien trying to hide.
You okay? Stay with. Oh my God. Back up.
Dashcam dissolve. A parked car's dashcam caught something really weird late at night. A humanoid figure hanging out next to the vehicle. It looked pretty strange, with a big head and an almost eerie stillness. The figure just stood there, calmly checking out its surroundings for a few seconds. Then, out of nowhere, it seemed to fade away. This clean disappearance left everyone watching pretty confused. People quickly jumped online to discuss it, but no one has really come up with a convincing explanation for what was on that footage. Grieving alien. A leaked video, rumored to be from Area 51, showed a pretty unsettling scene. One alien-looking figure standing over another that was lying still on the ground. The standing being looked kind of somber, as if it was mourning. People say the fallen figure passed away during some sort of experimentation. Some thought it was proof that these beings have feelings, while others were skeptical about where the video came from and whether it's even real. No matter what people believe, the clip kicked off some serious debate. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. On September 16, 2011, a couple living on a ranch near Marfa, Texas, started noticing some weird glowing orbs on their cattle security cameras. As the lights got brighter, they began keeping track of what was happening. Before long, they claimed to have caught footage of two strange figures walking by their barn late at night. While there wasn't any physical damage, they reported that 3 cows went missing shortly after. Marfa is already famous for its mysterious lights, which got people talking about this whole situation. The ranchers insist that whatever showed up on their property that night was anything but normal.